The older you get, the more you start thinking about your grandparents, especially when they're not around. And I lost my grandmother right before the pandemic, and I lost my grandfather on my maternal side in 1984. The poor guy was only 58 years old, a big-time smoker. I am 7 years away from that, although I am no longer smoking. But that guy worked so goddamn hard, much like me. I think I got a lot of the genetic qualities from my grandparents and skipped a generation, because the older I get, the more I realize I have my mischievous, generous, good-natured grandmother's disposition, and I have the work ethic of my grandfather. That guy would work 18 hours. He was an engineer. He was great with logistics. He would walk into a fucking bar. I saw this as a kid. He'd walk into a fucking bar, and he'd instantly develop rapport with all these big fucking guys. He managed to infiltrate a lot of scenes, as did my grandmother, and I definitely have that. Definitely have those particular qualities. And, it's funny because you don't really come to understand this until you're over 50. You don't realize, really, that you took some of the greatest traits in your family line, and some of the worst traits sometimes. I definitely have some issues, but I'm focusing on the positive right now. And I wish my grandfather were to have lived longer than 84. If he had quit smoking, say in the 70s, and maybe lived a few extra years, maybe didn't drink so much, because he was very fond of scotch. That's also what fucking killed him. Then he would have given me such invaluable advice in my teenage years, and I probably would have had a better go. He would have recognized a lot of the destructive men that my mother married and dated, who beat the fuck out of me. He would have stepped in. I know he would have, because he was a fucking badass. They named a fucking street after him, actually, believe it or not, in San Rafael. That's who my fucking grandfather was. And I miss him every day. I miss my grandmother every day. They were two amazing fucking people. I suspect the family lines I got on my wall as I'm writing this family epic, this whole thing, it's a big love letter to my family, the good members of my family, who were epitomized with my grandparents on my maternal side.